Good evening, guys. I was supposed to record this video 2 days ago, but I'm a bit late, so I'm really sorry about that. This has been, and this is going to be the most difficult and the most challenging year of my life because I'm about to do a lot of things in this year which I've never tried before. And speaking about those things right now on camera to you guys directly is going to make them a bit more easier because the more I understand my goals better, the more I speak about it, the easier it is to navigate around those goals and actually fulfill them. So that's what I'm recording this video for, and I really hope that everyone who has set their goals for 2026, they also achieve them, because we all set goals, sometimes super hyper realistic and super delusional. Like there's no in between. Like people are either super hyper realistic on what they want out of their lives, or they are super delusional like me of what they want out of their life or their year. So I'm about to make the boldest move of my life, and as you know that I have already quit my job and I'm about to build a startup, a software startup, as a non-tech founder. So it's very, very difficult for me to understand a lot of concepts, and every single day I'm spending most of my time just learning, researching, and 70% of my time just consuming. Other than that, I'm spending my time researching on how I can make content, because the thing is, just consuming all the time and not speaking about those things on camera and posting about it on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, it's very, very, I would say, cliche, because you just fall into this consumption trap and you never really get the chance to openly talk about your goals. And that's why I started this channel. And if you're new here, thank you very much for watching this video, because I really appreciate the support and your time, because it's very valuable, and I really appreciate you spending time here and listening to my goals and listening to me speaking directly to the camera about various things which I'm about to do this year and perhaps even next year. So please subscribe and drop a like or comment, because that's going to help me stay motivated and continue to make videos like this. So right now, I didn't really understand the value of amount of work which really goes into building a startup. And I know that all these entrepreneurs talk about how they put in 10, 12, 15 hour days of work, and it's very, very hard for me to replicate that because I don't have that capacity. I don't have the capacity to work even 8 hours a day. I can barely work like 6 to 7 hours a day, and in my opinion, I was good enough for that. But the more I watch Alex Hormozzi's videos, and the more I watch it, any of the great entrepreneurs who have really made the name of themselves, it becomes really hard for me to understand how I'm going to pull it off, because it is very difficult. And even though I'm about to join a business incubator, so a business incubator such as Y Combinator is very popular in the world. They provide funding, resources, anything which can help you do a startup and you give you all the resources which you want as a first-time founder. So I'm not accepted into Y Combinator, but I'm accepted into another incubator called AI Forge, and it's fantastic. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to apply in the future cohorts. Go ahead, I'll support you. So right now, I didn't really understand the value of amount of work which goes into building a startup, and right now, I quit my job even though I don't have a lot of money to stay in London. As you guys know, London is very expensive, and staying in the city is really hard by yourself if you're not really relying on anyone. Currently, I'm in my uncle's house, so things are still a bit sorted. I'm still a bit more comfortable, but I don't know how long I'll be comfortable. I don't understand how long I'll be able to afford to pay rent or afford to be able to eat food, because it is really, really tough to balance everything. Also, when you don't have a stable source of income, because I don't have that anymore. Like literally, I have £1,000 in my bank account right now, and that's all the money I have. So basically, I can only afford to stay in London until the start of March, and that's it. And then unless I make more money, and for me to make more money, I need to find reliable source of income. And for now, I have noted down some business opportunities which I can start, because I have good amount of ideas about things which I want to do. So first of all, the influencer marketing agency, which I've always wanted to pull off, that is still on the list, obviously on the top. And my software company, which I'm going to build with the incubator, that's going to be my number second. But obviously, being profitable with the software company takes a lot of time. If you guys don't know that Uber, for example, took about 8 years to become profitable, And what's even more crazier is that Spotify took 18 years to be profitable. Like literally, that's how it works. With a software company, there's a high chance you're gonna get a great exit. There's a high chance you're gonna make a lot of money. But for making a lot of money, you need to be patient, and you need to be working literally every single minute you get out of your daily life. And that's how pretty much it all works. So obviously this year I have noted a lot of business opportunities for me, like an e-commerce store, digital products, YouTube, podcast, newsletter, and a couple of vibe coded apps on App Store, which I can build. So I have a good amount of knowledge about these things, but obviously I'm not good enough to do all of them together. I need to spend a lot of time on how I'm pulling each and every business goal which I have of this year, and I need to know that what exactly I'm doing in order to pull these goals off, because it is very, very hard. As you guys know, that I was not a very bright student in school. I actually, until middle school, I cheated most of my exams. Literally, I copied from my friends or like someone who was sitting next to me. That's how I surpassed my my exams and my unit tests and whatever, because I really hated school. I hated how suffocated it was, like all of us students sitting for 8-9 hours straight in a class and sitting on those wooden benches, and I really hated that. I didn't like that, honestly. I hated school. I didn't really understand the point of even university now, because like now that I've graduated, I can speak for everyone at this point that business universities are a joke. Literally, all the knowledge which they give, everything which they teach you at a university, even though I didn't go to like a top university like LSE or King's or Harvard or anything, but I went to University of Westminster, and I can tell you that everything which they taught me is so outdated and it's not really relevant to what I'm actually doing, and the business which anyone who wants to make money, it's not relevant to them, because in today's world, like because of AI and because of everything which is going on, social media and everything, the whole perspective and the whole the way you make money online, it is so difficult and so much more harder. The first ever dollar you're going to make online is going to be the hardest dollar you ever make, and every subsequent dollar you make is going to be easier, but not easy. Nothing is ever easy, right? So making money online is not easy, but obviously like making the first dollar online is the hardest job I've ever done. Like honestly, I haven't even fully done it. Like so far I have made like 200 pounds online, and that was the hardest amount of money I've ever made. Even though I was working part-time in the university, I made somewhere around 30 to 40,000 pounds, but obviously like I went traveling, I bought myself a lot of clothes and stuff, like all those things which I kind of wanted to do. I did that and I blew all the money away. So obviously that was stupid enough for me to do, but at least I knew what exactly I had to do in order to earn that money, right? In UK there's a minimum wage of 15 to 17 pounds an hour, and if I just work 3 hours, that's like 45 pounds, and there you go, buy yourself Chipotle or buy yourself a pizza or whatever. So obviously like I knew what I had to do in order to make 15 to 17 pounds an hour, but now because of when you're working 24/7, you don't know things which you can do in order to make money online. So it's very hard, right? And because I didn't really get a fancy job right after uni, right after university, the first job which I ever got was basically being an assistant to the careers and enterprise team at the same university I graduated from. And obviously it's very hard for me to earn a lot of money from such a basic job, right? It's not a consultancy, not high finance or any job like that. It's just a basic clerk job. And that's why I would say that it's better to just take the risk of starting that business, that rather than living with a what if. Like, what if I started that business and what if I became successful, or what if I pulled it off? Because it does take time. It takes a lot of time for anyone to pull anything off which they dream about. Everything which I have dreamed about, everything which I want to accomplish this year is probably going to take longer than I think, probably, right? But it doesn't mean that I don't try. It doesn't mean that I don't make the move. At least I don't make the first step, right? I'm literally all the time burnt out and tired from everything which I do. I don't feel like working every day. I don't feel like doing things which I want to do. It's basically this whole narrative of me being lonely enough to not focus on useless shit and just doing the work. that's what keeps me company. That's what, because except of work, I don't really have anything else to do. I'll rather just, do this than anything else. Because I think I remember like telling you all about how I was going to a New Year party on 31st of December, and I literally left that party earlier than expected. Like literally, that party went until like 5:30. I left by 2:30 or something, because I literally did not really could care less about the people who were there. I could not care less about having fun. I could not care less about drinking and all that, joining myself in alcohol or stuff like that, because I literally could not care less about all those things, because I literally thought being there was a waste of my time. It was straight up my waste of my time, because I was there for a couple hours and nothing was really going on. There were some kids vaping, some kid is like, forcing me to drink and like all that stupid stuff, right? Like I did not want to do that. I'd rather just work. I'd rather just focus on, doing things which I wanted to do and not really complain or, regret those things later. So whatever I need to pull off at this point, I have to do it. Like there's no turning back now. Like I'm too far into the jungle now in order to turn back. I can't really turn back anymore. So again, it's like better to take the risk than living with the what if. And right now I know that being hardworking and in order to be successful in something which I'm doing, it takes a lot of time and things tend to compound over time. I didn't really understand the value of hard work until I started listening to these guys. So like I'll show you, like over here you can see on my so that's like a lot of entrepreneurs and sports athletes who I follow, who I think are very, very good at what they do, and they deserve a lot of accolades and a lot of attention for what they've pulled off. So obviously there's Kobe Bryant. He taught me the value of doing things early in the morning, like wake up early in the morning. So if you're waking up at 8 or 9 a.m., by the time you get on your desk and you start working, it's 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., right? Because you tend to brush your teeth, you go out, have some food or like whatever. But Kobe Bryant says that if you start working early in the morning, right, you're essentially getting ahead of everyone who is working from 11 a.m. So let's say you start working at 5 a.m. instead of 11 a.m. Not only you will do 3 to 4 hours of extra work undistracted, because usually at that time no one's up and no one's working, right? So you will get ahead of everyone, and eventually, let's say by the time you turn 30, you will do more work than someone who's 45, because you have just decided to wake up earlier in the morning, take those 4 to 5 extra hours and turn that into a monetizable income, right? Then we have Ed Sheeran, right? So Ed Sheeran, as you guys know, is a musician and a singer. I fucking love Ed Sheeran so much. Like not only his music, but also like how hard he worked in order to be where he is today. He's not just a pop star who got referred by some other artist. He actually worked his way up. Like I'm in London. Ed Sheeran is from London, and from what I know is that he, during his early days of becoming a pop star, he used to go to perform in pubs and different nightclubs. Like most of his friends and him were trying to become pop stars. He became a pop star much more faster and much more earlier than all of them, because most of his friends were doing 3 performances or 3 shows in a week. He was doing 3 in one night. Literally, that's how much he sacrificed and how much he pulled off in order to be where he is today. It's not just a days of work, it's not just sometimes like 4 to 5 months worth of work. If anyone wants to do anything great, anyone wants to build anything great, they need to sacrifice in terms of time, sacrifice in terms of money. That needs to be there. Like that's a non-negotiable thing, like. So right now in the phase of life I am in, right, the 6 months which I've been dealing with for the past like ever since September or October, and this is not going to end until March, probably not, because I'm telling you, like so far, ever since I have graduated university, it has been the most difficult time of my life. I not only suffer from sleep insomnia, but also like every single night I wake up 3 to 4 times, and I'm continuously like my heart is beating too fast. I crack a lot, like literally like all the time I'm crying, sometimes I'm breaking down on various notes, and like throughout the day there's certain things happening to me which I don't really understand. and it's very hard for me to explain everything. But in order to build the life which I want to, I feel like I had to go through this. It just feels like a canon event of anyone who has ever accomplished anything great in their lives. They all have to go through this 6 months of dark, lonely phase where they don't really have a lot of touch with their family or friends. They don't really have anyone to speak to, but they just have to continuously work in order to get to the level they deserve to be. So I know that what I'm about to do is not a side hustle. It's the hustle, It's the work which is going to set me apart from everyone who I know, everyone who I everyone who I want to become. All the entrepreneurs. Once again, I'll just show you. So all these entrepreneurs who are on my wallpaper, I look at them every single day and I'm inspired by them. I don't think that they all have done anything which is not possible, because they have accomplished it. They have done things which are accomplishable, but obviously they have just sacrificed a lot of their time, their mental health, and their money, and they have accomplished these great things at a young age, which is the most important thing for me to do. I feel like you need to accomplish things at a younger age than anyone who's let's say you become a millionaire at the age of 25. That's a lot more impressive than anyone who becomes a millionaire at the age of 60. Because what are they going to do with the money, right? In order to have your life experiences, you need to get rich young. That's the number one most important tip I can give to anyone. Get rich young and get rich fast, because time is running out and you think you have time. You think you are okay with going out, having fun, dating online, all that Hinge, whatever bullshit. You don't have time. I'm telling you, you don't have time. Your time just goes by like this, and the opportunity you have currently on your plates right now, you will never have that again, ever in your life. You will never ever have the amount of opportunities you have today. It's so easy to win now that I feel like it's very hard for me to explain and sit here, because there's literally so many business models now which you can pull off just by sitting at home. It takes time. I understand, earning that first dollar is the hardest thing you will ever do. Even let's say you start clipping content for streamers, or you start selling digital products or whatever, all these influencers nowadays promote that. Of course, it's people think that it's easy, but it's not. It does take time. It does take few weeks or few months for it to finally give you few results which you can be a bit impressed about. But obviously it's not very easy. It's not possible for everyone to do it immediately, right? So yeah, it's difficult, but it's better than not trying. Just try. Set your goals, be delusional about your goals, do things which you always wanted to do, and hustle in the year of 2026, because this year is going to be very lucky for those who actually try. I feel like the universe is full of wishes, full of things which are available to anyone who works hard, right? It's full of grants and wishes. Anyone who works hard is going to get that wish granted to them by the grace of God. Okay, so that's enough from me for today. God bless you. Happy New Year again. Take care of yourselves and try harder. That's all I can say. Peace.